Hey, good morning. We give Aristotle credit for the Greek idea that the whole of something is greater than the sum of its parts. And Aristotle meant this in a very literal sense that touches down on many different layers of how we experience the world around us. He meant it in that if you sit down and have the pieces of a group, of a team, that their collective energy and consciousness and ability is enhanced so that the different parts are more effective because they're part of a larger whole. We can see this in how we function as human beings. If we take all of your parts and spread them out on the ground, each of the different organs, tissues, bones, and try to put them back together, we can put the pieces back together, but we will be missing a critical part that is the spark that creates your life and who you are. It isn't possible to reassemble the parts of your wholeness completely. A similar idea is that you can take all of the parts of a car and spread them out on the floor and put them back together so that the car functions, but there's something about that car, especially as in our culture that we experience, of that freedom or that personality or that style that doesn't exist when the parts of the car are spread out on the ground. The essence of that car is greater when it's all put together. So what does this mean for your life? Where are the aspects that you experience this whole part of you being greater than the pieces? It could be at a family meal. The individual people there function on their own. The components of the meal and the preparation of it are valuable. But there's something greater about having the whole family around the table or having a special meal together that is difficult to articulate or identify because something new comes in with that wholeness. Something more valuable than each of the collective sum of the pieces. Where are the components of this in your personal life, in your family life, in your business that you may or may not be paying attention to? Just like any other skill or attribute or characteristic, there are levels of development to this wholeness, this space between the spaces that we can work on and grow. What is the level one understanding of this wholeness, of this extra piece that's added by everything being together? And where can you develop that in terms of your own awareness, in terms of your relationships, in terms of your business, or your own personal growth and development? Where are you whole? And how do you experience that, and what is the next step of that development? It could be that being aware of it in that family setting around the dinner table is an important thing to note and becomes a valuable thing to aspire to or advocate for. It could be that there is a component of wholeness in your business, that synergy that's created around a specific team working together, or a specific product or way of doing business that you want to continue to grow by putting things together and recognizing that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Take some time and think about what that might mean. You've experienced it before at rock concerts, at sporting events. How do you create that in your own life? And how do you advocate for that for the people around you, of their awareness that they are part of something bigger? Please feel free to comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have or to continue this conversation at greater depth. But I'm John Rhoads. I hope that you're able to find purpose and meaning in your daily life.